One of the most important characters of House of the Dragon is Alicent Hightower, who became queen consort to King Viserys Targaryen and is Princess Rhaenyra's biggest enemy in the Targaryen civil war. But we aren't strangers to strong and powerful women that carry an air of confidence, because we saw the same in Melisandre, who we met in Game of Thrones. Melisandre, of course, revealed herself to be an incredibly old woman that was already around during the time of House of the Dragon. So could Alicent Hightower be the Red Witch herself, Melisandre? Hi guys, and welcome back to Discover, the one-stop destination for all your pop culture discovery. Before we get into the details of this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and also the like button as well. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alicent Hightower and Melisandre are not the same person because they come from different backgrounds. The Queen was born and raised in Westeros and eventually died at the end of the Dance of the Dragons. Meanwhile, Melisandre is around 400 years old and was a slave from Asshai in Essos. Even though Melisandre was already around during the time of House of the Dragon, there is no way she's Alicent because she should be much older than the Queen. They also come from completely different places in the known world. So with that said, let's take a deeper look at why there is no way Alicent Hightower and Melisandre are one and the same person. The fact that Melisandre was actually so old that she was still alive during the House of the Dragon is not a good reason to believe that she could have been Alicent from a previous life. And that is because Alicent Hightower's life is well documented, as she was born to Otto Hightower and was raised in King's Landing 200 years before the events of Game of Thrones. On top of that, Alicent spent most of her entire life in King's Landing and has probably never been to Essos. Her death was also documented in the book, as she died due to a fever years after Aegon III ascended to the Iron Throne. However, Melisandre, on the other hand, was born a slave's daughter in Asshai, which is incredibly far from Westeros. This happened 400 years before the time of Game of Thrones, and more than 200 years before House of the Dragon took place. As such, the timelines of the characters and their places of origin are completely different from one another. There's also no doubt that their personalities that are also completely different. And that concludes that there is no way that Alicent is the same person as Melisandre. That was all for today's video guys. Stay tuned for more House of the Dragon updates. Peace.